Well, the coronavirus is rattling markets around the world this week with massive sell-offs. And with health officials warning we could be inching closer to a pandemic, many are questioning if markets will continue to slide. And if you're wondering how that is impacting your bottom line when it comes to investments, Peter Cishecki from Everything Financial is here with some advice for us. Good morning. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Do you get a lot of clients calling you right now asking what to do with their investments?
We had an email right after we talked about this the other day about doing this, and an email right away is, what should I be doing? What should I do with my investments? Is it time to change them? Should I go conservative? And when these things happen, you've already missed the boat. I mean, it's too late to react and make an emotional decision about money. You're going to make the wrong decision. I said, portfolio managers plan for corrections in the market. Now, they weren't planning for a coronavirus, but the market has been high for so long. Portfolio managers are being more conservative, thinking the fall off was going to come. And things like this actually create opportunity, and it happens so quickly. Because look at today, the markets are up this morning, even though they've been down for the past 2 days.
So what are you telling investors then during a situation like this?
This is where you plan for, and I don't like the term buy and hold and long term, but it is part of an overall plan. Because if the markets go down like this and people look at a statement and they say it's dropped, here's the actual facts. You haven't lost anything. Just like when the markets went up, you hadn't really made anything, because that's the value on paper if you sell your investments that day. That doesn't mean that's what you're going to earn. Like if your house went up $500,000 in the booming BC market, well, all those people who didn't sell didn't make any money on their house. It was just worth more on that day. So the other day, your money's worth a little bit less on that day.
So what should people be doing in a situation like this? Should they be moving their investments to products that are a little bit closer to home, like Canadian-based products?
Stick with your plan. If you had a plan of a certain asset allocation that fits your lifestyle and sticks your risk level, stick with that plan. And that's where having portfolio managers who are what are called active managers, they're actively making changes in your portfolio, are much better than computer-generated models that will follow the market and will follow the market down. But we were talking a few weeks ago about RSP season and how markets are artificially high in RSP season. Well, for today, things are on sale a little bit from the last 2 days. You can actually buy the same investment a little cheaper.
Do you think it's a good time to buy if you're an investor?
It's always a good time to buy if you need the product and if you need the investment, if you need the tax deduction, because the only thing to do is compare a purchase today 1 year from now, 2 years from now. Don't compare it 3 or 4 months from now. Always try and compare it the same cycle in the year.
What about diversification? Should we make sure the portfolio is diversified in a case like this where coronavirus is having an impact?
For any reason, diversification is good, because you can't put all your eggs in one basket. And not putting all your eggs in one basket doesn't mean you need 6 different places or 6 different companies to invest with. It might be 6 baskets in your portfolio of different investments, and that's what diversification is. You can't have everything in high risk, and you probably can't have everything in low risk.
So if you're a person watching, what's the general take home for people today when it comes to maybe if they have fears over the coronavirus? What would you tell them?
Don't panic. Check your emotions at the door.
Yeah.
Use logical, common sense, and take a breath, because emotional decisions about money never lead to good decisions about money.
Yep, good information. Peter Cishecki with Everything Financial. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Good advice this morning.